Hi, folks. Today I have for us a update from Craig, where he tries to play off that he's still a political prisoner and announces some updates and information on his upcoming cases. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR New Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Rankings. Episode 32 will be out later tonight. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Hello, everybody. Today I am bringing you a video update from inside the Vermilion County Jail in Indiana, where I have been sitting in this cage for more than 6 months now.
Oh, but baby.
As a result of being prosecuted for other people calling the Clinton City Hall in Indiana after watching a video of mine. My lawyer is currently working on appealing that conviction. In the meantime, this channel has not seen a new upload in almost 3 months, so I figured you all would benefit from an update from me.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're going to have to call shenanigans, folks, because Craig is lying about a couple of things. One, he did have the opportunity to tell his followers not to call the city of Vermilion staff. He chose to not tell them to do so. He encouraged it. He put out the numbers. That's what got him convicted. And he's lying about uploads to the channel. Yes, there have been uploads to the channel, but they've all been re-uploads of his older videos that he has had Ty or his wife take down and re-upload them. So Craig is trying to play on the sympathy factor of him being in jail and not being able to access his YouTube account. Well, that doesn't work here.
I'll start with how things are going from inside of the jail. So far, I have had to file a federal lawsuit that is now filed with the courts as Craig Hendry versus Christina Moran et al. Because I'm suing a few jail officials. Essentially, they deprived me of due process before punishing me.
You're lying.
Yes, Craig did file a lawsuit against the jail staff for what he called violation of due process. But this is all stemming from the incident where he decided to refer to some of the CEOs as bitches and refused to cooperate with commands. At that point, he was subject to be punished under the jail policies and placed in ag-seg or segregation or the hole. He did lose some privileges, but regained them once he was released out of solitary confinement. That does not violate due process because he refused to sign the waivers. But, again, this is Craig, and he still believes he's the political prisoner here.
In Indiana, prisoners, even convicted prisoners, are entitled to due process before jail officials punish them. And that's just so that prisoners are not punished arbitrarily because of, say, who they are or what they think, or just are punished without being guilty of what they're accused of. And so I've been deprived of that from within this jail, and that's the basis of the lawsuit I've filed in the federal courts. I think that we are past that now, so hopefully I won't have to deal with that anymore. But that's just one of the things that's been going on. The second thing that's been going on is I've been keeping in touch with my family heavily. I haven't been talking to too many other people. There's not a whole lot left to say at this point. I'll do a whole lot more talking when I'm out of jail.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
But from within the jail, it's very difficult to keep up on current events or comment on things. And even if I did want to comment, it's very expensive to do that. So I just haven't been doing that. I've been talking to my woman, Erica, my son, Nathan, and I've been seeing my young daughter, Sophia, who's not a year old yet. The third thing I've been doing in the jail is learning. I've really been trying to read a lot of books. I've got books that this device that I'm recording this on is propped up on. but I've been reading a lot of books about natural law, about history, about economics.
You're reading books on natural law and economics. I would assume you'd be trying to read more books on the law, try to have a better understanding of it. But it sounds like you're trying to pick up what it takes to become a sovereign citizen. I mean, sovereign citizens believe in natural law. They don't believe in the laws that our government has come up with, that we vote on. They believe only in common law and natural law. And economics, well, are you going to come up with a fee schedule from that?
Trying to keep my mind as fresh and fit as possible from within these jail cells. And of course, I've been trying to stay physically fit as well. But that is essentially very difficult. The block I'm in is probably 10 paces is the most you can take without hitting a wall.
And?
So it's very difficult to stay fit. A lot of people in the comments have been asking what is next for me. And this is, Tyler's told me this. First, I will, upon leaving this jail, be transferred to another jail, the Sullivan County Jail, where I'll be held in a cage and brought before a government court by the government on charges from the government.
Hot damn!
Of disorderly conduct, failure to leave an emergency incident area, and intimidation as a result of my interaction with public official Hunter Gibbons in this video.
Craig, 25 feet.
That law just got put, an injunction just got put on that law by a federal court, so you might want to check it.
Craig, 25 feet.
Sir,
man.
check the 25-foot injunction.
Craig.
Sir, check the 25-foot injunction.
Stop interfering.
Nobody's interfering, brother.
You're
Go
yelling.
back and do your job.
You're
Go
yelling
back and do your job. I'm
with
allowed to
this
talk.
guy.
Go back and do your job. I'm allowed to talk.
You are allowed to talk, but
I'm
you
allowed
can't
to
yell.
talk.
You can't yell.
I can.
You can't yell.
Fuck you. I can
Craig,
talk.
you can't yell.
Sir, get out of my face and go do your job.
I'm not in your face.
Go do your job.
You can't yell, Craig.
Stop interfering with my job.
Yes, Craig was arrested for violating the Indiana version of the Halo law on that particular stop. And the question of the legality of the injunction being in place is not what's up to debate here, because there were officers who were still able to use that same law to stop people from interfering on traffic stops in Indiana. However, Craig brings up the fact that he was just doing his job. Well, didn't the judge in the U.S. v. Cordova case establish that frauding is not a legitimate job? You would actually have to have an actual job. You can claim to be a journalist, but you're not a journalist. You, in your own words, are a freelance anarchist who believes in nothing more than chaos.
25 feet.
Hey, the 25-foot law just got an injunction put on it by a federal court, so just kick rocks. Do you know what an injunction means?
Yes.
It means you can't enforce it, so fuck off. Yeah, nobody's got to answer any
Craig,
questions.
if you keep yelling, I will.
Nobody's yelling. Houston versus Hill. It's the Supreme Court. I just notified you of the case law that protects people talking.
The link to that video will be in the description. My bond or ransom for my freedom is $12,000 cash, no 10%. So any monetary contributions are welcomed and appreciated with regards to that. Of course, I'd like to get out of that cage as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Craig, you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting that 12 grand to get out. I mean, your GoFundMe's only raised $245. That was brought to us by Really Cool News. And, well, I doubt you're going to raise any more money to get out. I mean, Chili is the one running the show. I doubt you'll get that money. As we've seen him do with all of his fundraisers for people, it's always been reported that the money that he gets in doesn't match for what he gives out.
$12,000 is a hefty ransom. See, the government continuously commits criminal acts against me and other individuals with complete impunity. And the difference between failure and success when fighting these corrupt individuals is us sticking together and working together as a unit. Of course, I'm in here. I'm the only one serving this. But I know that I stay in here and I stand in here for actions that plenty of others, hundreds of thousands of individuals in the United States believe to be non-criminal. And the government has locked me up in a cage as a result of them.
What a crock of shit. Have you ever heard more bullshit or drivel coming from somebody who's not even the president?
Particularly when I say we need to work together, particularly I'm talking about people who recognize the machine that we're working against for what it is. And that would be a group of criminals that will do whatever it takes to achieve the ends they desire. When Sullivan County is finished with me, of course, I've got another case in Greene County to take care of. I intend to spend a period of time with my loved ones, catching up, reestablishing my relationship with my soon-to-be one-year-old daughter, and resuming my duties as a father to my 6-year-old son, who has probably been harmed the most by the government out of anybody. He's certainly sustained the most damage. I intend to continue raising awareness about the criminal actions of the government, and I will not be deterred by their violent and coercive tendencies that they employ them against me. And they do it, of course, they do these because I tend to expose and criticize them. But each time they use coercion and violence, it only proves what I'm saying further. So that being said, everybody, this is just a short video update. I'll try to get more of these out to you. Of course, as I say, it's very difficult from inside of this jail cell. Before the video wraps up, I want to give a shout out to Jamette Pruitt, who has continuously been sending me postcards and letters in here. That really has been great to receive those. My great friend Chili over at Delete Laws and Team BLZ for all their help.
Willie hears ya. Willie don't care.
With monetary contributions. And of course, Chili has been sending me great books, educational books that I have been able to read and have helped me greatly. I'd also like to thank my family who have been supportive of me throughout all of this. Erica, my mother, my father. I'm missing a lot out there, but these people are helping me keep up to date with my loved ones and helping me keep in touch with the outside world. So thank you to all of them. And with that being said, everybody, I hope that we all have a great day. And of course, mine will be a little bit more difficult than the rest.
And we're going to hear, folks, the remainder of the video is Craig showing off the pictures of his family on his wall, trying to play a pity party to get people to donate to him so he can have money for his GoFundMe to get out. And, well, commissary. This was all Craig's doing. If he didn't break the law, he wouldn't have gone to jail. And if he would have took the plea deal, he would have been out sooner. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Do a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I could never thank you enough for all the support you give me.